Hey guys, so I'm going to show you my level and what's going on with Bitcoin. As I've been telling you guys, crypto is going to drop. Financial market is going to drop. The whole financial market is going to drop. Don't believe the hype. Folks are telling you that the bottom is in. Go ahead and buy. It's the lowest you're going to get it. Don't believe the hype, guys. Remember, what have I been telling you guys? I've been saying that the crypto market, the whole financial market has been consolidating for the past couple of weeks. What else has been happening? Well, we had the debt ceiling, which we knew. I was telling you guys this, that we were not going to default on the debt ceiling. It's just political pandering between the parties. There's no way that we were going to default. But it was a way to go ahead and entice people, the way for the market makers and institutional guys to go ahead and FOMO people in or psychologically scare them so that they could not think logically regarding the trades or the investments that they were doing. As I told you guys, market is going to drop. We ain't seen nothing yet. And I believe that it's going to drop for the next, 4 or 5, maybe even six months towards the end of the year before we see an actual pivot and then a bull run. Ain't going to be until the end of the year to 2024 that we see a bull run. So let me tell you where my levels are. And as I always like to tell you guys, everything that I'm telling you here is for educational purposes only. It's my own speculation. And by no means am I giving you financial advice. You should always do your own research. However, I wish I had a guy like me that was out there giving some free education. Free is the word. Education as to what I think is going on because of my past experiences in trading this market over the past years, decade or so, over decades. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at Bitcoin. What's going on here? Okay, so here we see on Bitcoin, let's just go ahead and look at the 1 hour. So here we see that Bitcoin over here on the 1 hour has been going up, trending up, getting up right below this 800 EMA on the 1 hour. And if I look at my 5 hour, it came up, but it's been really consolidating within these particular levels here. Consolidating. Here you can see a little bit better on the 1 hour. It's just been consolidating. And as I've been telling you guys, it's been going up between this 26K level to this 27K level, just up and down, chopping it up and down, chopping up and down. Okay. But what do I like to look at? As I always tell you, if I really want to see what the market is doing or what it's going to do, I look at the higher time frame. So while I may be trading, day trading, short-term investing on the 15-minute and the 1 hour, and the 5 hour possibly, I'm really looking at the 5 hour and the weekly to see what's going on. And here in the weekly, you see it's just been consolidating between this line, lower line here is the lower Bollinger Band, and then up here is the upper Bollinger Band. Okay, just been consolidating. Let's take a look at the weekly to see exactly what's going on with Bitcoin. So here we really see what's going on. Each candlestick here, each of these sticks here, each of these sticks here represents 1 week, okay? So here we saw that in November of 21, it got up to around 66. That's where the candle broke, but closed out. But up here, it went all the way up to about $69,894, almost $70,000. Okay. And since it reached that height, and so I drew a line here for resistance, heavy resistance. Ever since it reached that heavy resistance here, a lot of sellers were there. So that's your market makers, institutional guys. They bought down here. They drove the price down here. People, retail investors were psychologically outwitted. They sold. And what happened? Down here, we see on the weekly basis, it was just holding. So this was a heavy support at the time. It drove all the way up here. But since then, wicked up here, 69,000, closed out here. Okay, closed out here around 65,000. And since then, on the weekly basis, it's been coming down. So it came down here in January of 2022. We saw some upward kind of movement, but was really just consolidating. And then in 2022, April of 2022, we saw the huge sell-off. And pretty much what it's been doing, it's just been consolidating. Okay, it came back up here towards my linear regression line over here, retested the support of my green line, which is the 50 exponential moving average, but it's been holding there. But guys, what am I looking at here? This here is a head and shoulders, also a double top. Okay, so a double top M formation, what is that telling me? That's bearish. Here it goes, M, here, 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 and then it's going to come down, okay? And so I expect for it to break down even further. Also here, we see on the head and shoulders, this is the left shoulder, this is the heads, and this is the right shoulder. It's come up here. As I said, you know, we wicked up around here to this top, which is a heavy resistance around $30,000. If the market makers want to really entice people, they could wick it up to this top of the linear regression line. But guys, what am I seeing on the linear regression line? On the weekly, price action is still going down. So I'm expecting that price on Bitcoin is going to go down. Okay, let's go ahead and actually see to make sure what's happening. If my speculation is correct on the weekly, if I see it going down, then on the weekly, if I'm looking at the Dixie, if I'm looking at the US dollar index, then on the weekly, then that should be, the dollar should be going up. So let's go ahead and take a look at the dollar index. And yes, on the weekly, we see that the linear regression line, it's going up. And like I told you guys, you know, yes, it can go up, but it can also come back down as long as we're getting higher lows and higher highs, another higher low, another higher high. That's indicating to me an upward trend. So if the dollar is going up, of course, anything that's trading against the dollar, like Bitcoin or any of the alts like Ethereum, XRP, Shiba Inu, or even some of the indexes, such as the NASDAQ or the S&P, they're going to be trading the opposite direction, going down, correct? So let's go ahead and take a look at the weekly on Ethereum. Here, again, we see on the weekly on Ethereum, just like with Bitcoin, the linear regression line, the trend line is going down. And like with Bitcoin, this is the left shoulder. This is the top, where it topped out at almost $5,000. But it closed at $4,600. And since then, now it's been really, truly, you can see consolidating in this particular area. Okay. What I expect for is it could come for it to come right back down here, which is going to be a nice heavy support. Okay. Which could be about, let's go here by that green line, which is my 50 EMA. So maybe we could see that it comes down to about $387, even $400. Okay. Ethereum, before we go back up. We top off and then get a pivot and retest the heavy resistance that it was at back in November of 2021, November 8th of 2021. Okay. And then possibly break that and create a higher high. So that's what I'm looking at. Okay. A low with Ethereum at that level, a low with Bitcoin. Let's look at this. Bitcoin, I've got a lot of different levels here. Let's go ahead and remove these drawings. Okay. And then what I'm going to look at is here, we could possibly see it getting down to around $8,000, an $8,000 Bitcoin. It will go ahead. I would look for it to retest where it was at. Let's see here, the low that it was at in January. Okay. Let's go ahead and draw a heavy support on that. And you see here, it's come down here a lot. If I expect that it could hit the top of that linear regression line, maybe to fool people, to let you guys think that Bitcoin's going on a big bull run. It's not in my speculation. And then it goes and then heads down here. Okay. To these particular levels. Okay. And where it was, and this is the weekly, where it was back in June of 2021, and where it could possibly even maybe take it down to May of 2019, okay, which would give you a $4,000 Bitcoin. But I would be safe to go ahead and invest anywhere around this 10K to 8K level. Let me draw another line here. This 10K to 8K level. Okay, guys? And if it goes down to 8 or 4, then hey, even better. Buying even more. Imagine having a $4,000 Bitcoin. Buying a $4,000 Bitcoin and getting it all the way up to almost $70,000 and breaking to a higher high. That's some great stuff, guys, right? So Bitcoin and the other alts have been trading along with the S&P, which is also indicating these are the S&P's, the top 500 stocks trading on the New York Stock Exchange, as well as the NASDAQ. which is the top 100 tech stocks trading on the NASDAQ. Okay. And we see on the weekly, just like with the cryptos, Bitcoin and Ethereum, the trend is down. And then because they're trading against the dollar, the Dixie, which is trending up on the weekly. Not hard to understand, guys. Not hard to understand. I don't want you to lose money. Okay. I want you to make money. And this is my speculation. These are what I have seen going on. And I'm not always right, guys, but most of the times, I've been having some winning investments, winning trades. I've 1000x a year ago, my trading account, my trading fund, and we're looking to do the same thing now. But I'm not looking to jump in right now to do a false buy when I truly believe that Bitcoin is going down. And I indicated to you on my charts what's happening. All right, guys. So the S&P we see here right now, and this arrows here is telling me that I should start to short. But let's go ahead and draw a resistance line here, and let's go back and see why it's a resistance line, because here it was a resistance line before, and back in June of 2021. Okay, and we see here too that it's forming sort of a head and shoulders as well. The head, this is the top where it was at December 21, which, wow, to the dollar. It went up to the top of this linear regression line, and then it broke back down. It came up a little bit, broke that down. But what are we seeing here, guys? This is a higher high, lower high, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Now it came back up here, retested this, but I believe that it's going to go ahead, drop back down within this linear regression line, come back down here, which is the bottom of this Bollinger Band. This is for the NASDAQ, and we could look to see an $11,392 NASDAQ right there, strong. And if the market, which I believe the Treasury wants to go ahead and wipe people out, and before the market makers and institutional guys step in and buy, at cheap prices, we could actually literally see, which is actually at the bottom of this linear regression line, the middle here, we could actually see a $9,700 NASDAQ. Okay, look at the S&P. Same thing here. The S&P has been really on the weekly going up and down. Let me do this line here. This is where it bottomed out. Then, okay, it bottomed out here at 3,500 in October of 22. The same support line here where it was having a difficult time getting above that resistance in November of 2020. So I believe that we could definitely drop to this level, possibly at $33,723, but possibly on the S&P even getting as low as $3,600. That's my speculation, guys. Nothing to fear. Okay, just know the levels. If you like what you hear, please hit like. It really does great with the algorithms. I could not fathomly foresee you guys getting caught up and believing, hey, the bottom is in. I don't want you guys to lose money. I want you guys to make money. Okay. So if I could make money for you, if I can give you the same opportunities that I am getting into to make money, then, great karma. It's a wonderful thing. And I want you guys to win. Okay. So these are the levels I'm looking at. If you like what you hear, please hit like on the algorithm, and also subscribe to our channel if you want to see more of what we have to say. Okay? Take care. On a Saturday, I'm giving you information and I'm trying not to skip a day. Take care.